Hey guys, Ben here. Welcome back to another video. Well, another live stream. Today we are live with the DCTV show, episode 135. We have Andy in the building. We're going to be talking about lots of different topics today. We're going to be back on Thursdays doing normal live streams as always. Declan is going to be joining us next week. He can't join us today. But yeah, we got some good topics. And as always, if you want to send in any super chats to support the channel or become a member, you can do that throughout the live stream, and you'll obviously be featured on the stream. And if your super chats are, reasonable, me and Andy will be answering them, calling out.
Whatever could he mean by that? Who knows?
I wonder. Maybe if you're a regular on the stream, you know what we're talking about. But yeah, welcome to everyone that's joining. Nathan's in the chat. He says hi, Andy.
Hello, Nathan. Hello, Kenny.
Everyone is here. So yeah, be active in the chat, guys, throughout the stream. We'll be sure to answer your questions. And yeah, so number one, how are you doing, Andy?
I'm good, thank you. It's been
a minute.
It's been a minute. Yeah, no, I feel like May has just been busy for everyone. Like,
yeah,
like usually, like people that usually talk, like they have like not been like available much throughout May, but yeah, otherwise I'm doing good. Just staying busy working, and yeah. What about you? How was Cannes?
Yeah, Cam was great. Very busy. I was only there for like really 6 days, maybe 7, including like a night.
Only 6 days.
No, but I was working the whole time, so it was just like so much writing, watching all the films, waking up early, so it was very tiring. And that's why I've just been like super slow to organize stuff and ask you to come on, or Declan to come. I should have asked you a few days ago, but I just unorganized.
Oh, listen, I usually by Thursdays, like I'm almost like done with stuff anyway. So like
I know.
Well, but funny, like the last 2 weeks, I was the one messaging you like, "Hey, are you?"
I know, and then I'm like, shit.
But now there's so much to talk about, so we can get excited about. So
yeah, we got lots to talk about, guys. So it is going to be a good stream. Daniel was here.
Do you not get tired of holding the microphone? Like you should get like a.
No, my mic. Look, my microphone stand broke. Can you see that? It snapped it off. So I do have mic stands, but none of them fit. So I just hold it. Anyway, I could put it down.
I'm just a concerned auntie. That's all I am. So Auntie Andy just wants to make sure that you don't like get tired. Because I've seen like podcasters that will sometimes like they will sit in like whole microphone for like 2 hours.
I don't know how they do that. Like that is super tiring for 2 hours.
Yeah. But what's on the agenda?
So on the agenda today for our topics, we're going to be talking about the CW. We got to talk about that and everything that's happened over the last couple of days. As always, I know that you have some strong opinions on Brad Schwartz. I've seen that online. I want to get your thoughts on some things. And so we're going to start off with all of that, Superman, Lois, CW related, which is going to be a good part of the live stream, guys. So don't go anywhere, at least for the first half. And then we'll get into some of your articles, some of the stuff that you've revealed towards the end of the stream. Oh, Andy's taking his.
No, I realized because I have the Superman bandana around my arms. I'm like, I may as well,
Okay, but your hair is growing pretty long now, so
don't talk about it. It's like, it's not. It doesn't look good.
Right. No, it looks good.
Hi, Lance. By the way, I see you in the chat.
Yeah, welcome, Lance.
But Bradley Schwartz.
Bradley Schwartz. Shall we talk about Brad first, or shall we talk about...
Yeah, I want to get him out of the equation already.
Okay. So I'll give you... Let's see. Do you want to talk about the wildcards ratings with the Flash first, or do you want to talk about him talking about Superman Lois season 4? And
I'm just mad about both of them.
Okay, you just go ahead, Andy.
Okay, with the Flash, I think it's okay. Here's the thing. He's sitting here puffing his chest about a show that he imported from Canada, doing better, slightly better than a show that was in its 9th season, but also like again has a massive following. Again, yeah, it's like 10%. Yeah, I'm sure that's great, but at the same time, I bet you if you look at Wildcard versus The Flash on streaming, like, internationally all over the
Yeah,
world, I'm just beating it, like, by, 10 times
mine,
the amount.
a
So
million miles. Yeah,
so, yeah, it just feels like, again, like, ever since he came in, like, again, I get it, they want to rebrand, they wanna move on, so but he always feel like he had to take a slight on the show that made the CW,
yeah,
and I'm over it. Like I feel like it's like there's nothing like again like this isn't a brag. This is not anything to be proud or celebrating of again because again CW is still in massive depth and
yeah.
that's I don't know it really bothers me. Like, again I'm sure he doesn't mean anything ill by it, but it's like nobody was even talking. Like, I don't even think anyone was talking about the Flash when he was talking about these rain. Like, he just decided to bring it up on his own, and I'm just like, yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, I get the idea of bringing up what is supposed to be the CW's most popular show, right? To say, okay, right, look, if you see what the Flash did, but he doesn't even say season 9, he should specifically say season 9, and then comparing it to the new show that's doing better than they thought it would do. And you guys have to remember, Wildcards isn't doing insane. Like you said, we don't know about the streaming, but we presume it's way less than the Flash, what the Flash gets daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. But Wildcards is only kind of doing 450,000 to about 500,000 viewers. And what he's saying here specifically is this is 10% more on average than the Flash's final season. Now, you guys should go back. He is comparing to the final season and comparing the first season of Wildcards. Imagine if Wildcards got to season 9, what fucking numbers would Wildcards be at? They would have less than 100,000 viewers by the
like
time of
four,
season
like four,
9.
like 4,000 or something.
Yeah, probably like 4,000, and they're probably not even real people, guys. So it's it's a ridiculous comparison, and it's not a right comparison at all. He just gives no context. He just says it grew 10% versus what the Flash did in that same spot the year before, but he doesn't say the final season. And if you look at the Flash, what it did in season 1, it was like what was the numbers, Andy? It was like 4 million plus for an episode.
Oh, Flash! I remember like like the
4.5 million.
4 or 5 million. Yeah, like for the first like first of all, the Flash pilot is still the most viewed pilot in the CW's entire history. 4 point something million for the pilot, and then with the DVR numbers, it went up to 6 million. The CW has not seen those numbers in years, so like
don't compare it.
Yeah, again, so it's like again, like I just if you again, this is like all the reasons why like I have no interest to invest in the CW anymore because again, it's like okay, they acquired it, they bought it, sure, cool, but there is no need to keep always finding reasons to crap on what came before.
Yeah.
So, and again, it's like I keep like every time I hear wild cards, like I keep thinking it's like a National Geographic show or something. Like I don't even think it's like a like I even keep forgetting like wait the girl from Riverdale is on it. Like what the fuck? So like yeah, the flexing on this man is he's making questionable flexing choices.
Yeah, it's not like the place to flex. That's the wrong place that you should be flexing. I mean, the CW's got nothing to flex about, but why are you flexing on the CW's most popular show ever? I don't know. So yeah, okay, that is that to do with him comparing Wildcards with the Flash. But let's talk about what he has said to do with Superman Lois season 4, and in a nice way, he was commenting on it. I forget what article it was, but it was him saying, "Okay, so I've watched 9 out of the 10 episodes of season 4 of Superman Lois. Right, that's great that he's watched them." And he said, it's amazing. It's like event television every week. You expect him to say stuff like this to kind of big up the show because he just wants the numbers, right? He doesn't give a shit about Superman Lois or any of the shows, which is pretty obvious by what we'll talk about next. But he says, and I quote, "And by the way, you can watch this final season of Superman Lois without having watched the previous seasons." And he makes this a big deal. And he says, and and still be emotionally invested in what is happening. Now, I saw you online, Andy, on Twitter. You commented very harshly against him, talking about the season 3 cliffhanger and why this comment is wrong. So, Andy.
So, what's funny about it is that the season 3 finale literally ends with Superman and Doomsday in the midst of a battle. That's a definition of a cliffhanger. That's a definition of continuity still maintaining a show. So the fact that like I will just bring up my tweet because again I was it's still so funny.
Don't
I
worry,
was
I'm actually finding it.
Okay.
Got it. I'll bring it up on the screen.
Okay.
So this is what we're talking about, guys. Here we go. Here's Andy's tweet.
And the CW's badge with regards to Lois season 4. And by the way, you can watch the final season without having watched the previous seasons and still be emotionally invested in what's happening. And like at first, I'm like sitting there and I'm just like, no, I have to say something, bro. The season 3 finale literally ended in a cliffhanger with this. What the fuck? Like, look at how do you say you don't have to watch it? Like, can you imagine a new viewer coming to the season 4 and being like, oh, they're fighting about what? Oh, that was last season.
Who the fuck is that monster?
Exactly. Like, why are they on the moon? Why is the Ken farm torn up?
Yeah.
Now, what I wasn't prepared for was for Brad Swish to come and find this tweet. So
you found it.
Scroll down.
What?
Scroll down. You're about to see.
Okay, fair. Maybe people should back up a few episodes first, but we catch you up real quick. No way.
And I texted so many people, like just laughing.
This is crazy, guys. This is the head of entertainment at the CW.
I'm like, I text everyone. I'm like, why the fuck is the president of the CW like actually looking me up? Like, why is he looking for my tweets? And they're like, it was probably someone on his team that saw what you said and felt like he should clear it up. So for me, I'm like, because I don't want to show him that I'm like, because I wasn't afraid of him. So, but I was just kind of like, how do I respond to this? So I'm just kind of like, whoever on your team sent this tweet to you, I'm cackling, and he liked it as well. So I'm just like, this is so strange. Like, if you told me 12 years ago that at some point I would get into like a little dispute with the CW president, I would have been like, fuck off. There's no way that's ever
Imagine if Mark Pedowitz came for your tweets.
Oh, good Lord. I probably would have to like delete my Twitter account for like a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was I don't agree with what he's saying. And I feel like again, like it's just so shallow of what he's saying of like, like it's like nothing about what he said seen of the first 9 episodes. It sounds like someone like he knows that watch those episodes, and then it's like, can I say this to the press? Because like I doubt he has any idea what the show is even about. So
yeah, like okay, Brad, if you're watching this, nothing against you personally, but I don't
same
think
thing here, buddy. I don't.
Yeah,
same here. But Brad, I got no beef with you. I just, I'm not I'm not one of your consumers anymore. So I don't care. Listen, you do whatever you want with your network. I just don't fuck with it. So
yeah, fair enough. That's a good response. But yeah, so on this, guys, what do you guys think? Do you think Andy's completely right? I'm completely with Andy here. I think it's ridiculous to say that you could just start season 4 or start a few episodes before, because I feel like it's just really important, all the setup in the many seasons with these characters. And obviously Lex, you get the introduction of Lex more than a couple of episodes ago. And so, yeah, I don't know. I feel like with all these Arrowverse shows, with Superman, Lois, it's very important. Yeah, you can hop in and be like, oh, cool, Superman. Oh, cool, Lois. Oh, cool, Doomsday's here, and not have any context. But I feel like in these shows, context is important. So I completely agree with you, Andy. Let's see what some people are saying. People at CW don't argue online. Hey, Cal, welcome to the chat. Canada the Graph says, hi, Brad. Yeah, hi Brad. Wildcard is a new Game of Thrones. Yeah, pretty much for the CW. CW's new Game of Thrones, new Flash. Wildcard is the best thing to happen to the CW in a long time, guys. If David Zaslav said this, he would have been roasted online. Yeah, but sadly, well, actually, in a good way for Brad, the CW has no platform anymore. You know, like you see them. Have you seen like recently they've been posting like just memes on their tweets, like meme videos? Like it's just so shit. No one responds to it, and it's just like the worst marketing you've ever seen.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it either.
It just pops up on the timeline, and you're like, okay, sure. Let me try and find it. Where is it? Okay. Anyway, just like over here, like it's just like Patty always keeping it 100. You know, like this shit. Like they've just been keep on posting stuff like this, and it's just so stupid. Anyway, I just wanted to bring it up because I think, I mean, we've said this many times, but the CW is fucking dead after Superman and Lois. And to emphasize that, let's talk about the recent cancellation in the last couple of days. That is no surprise, but I want to get Andy's thoughts.
I actually was surprised.
Oh, you were?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, this is interesting then. Okay, let us know, guys, and you can send in super chats if you have anything to talk about in regards to this or any other things. If you want to support the channel, and yeah, let's chat about the CW dying. So, Andy, you were surprised. Tell us about that then.
I was surprised because I really thought, okay, you know, Jared Padalecki has been with the CW for almost 2 decades, and the show does well. And I figured if anything, they could at least done like a condensed final season.
Okay.
No, like less than Arrow, because I think this season of Walker was only 10 episodes. So I think I think they could have, like, you know, like done something. But
4-episode miniseries to end the show.
Exactly, yeah. So for me, that's why I was surprised. I know that the night before, Deadline put out an article where they stated that that they were taking down, that the Walker sets were being torn down.
Yeah,
but like if it gets renewed, we can just build them up again. But that's why I'm just kind of like, this is kind of concerning. But it's disappointing. I'm sad for the Walker fans. Obviously, it's shame. I hope they at least get I hope they get like a decent conclusion, you know, with no cliffhangers. But it's
unlike Legends.
Well, either way, I'm even nervous now what's going to happen to the All American shows, because, you know, those are the final now. Now those two are the final. You know,
what's the situation right now?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
And wait, what was the situation with Walker? Were they thinking about renewing it? Is there a? I mean, have they aired season 3? I haven't watched.
Season 4 is airing right now, and I think they are like 1 or 2 episodes away from like being done. Like, you know, like
yeah, because I thought they were airing the final season, but I wasn't sure if it was already announced as the final season. But clearly not if it's cancelled, right?
Yeah,
so hopefully for the Walker fans. And yeah, I have to be honest, I haven't watched the show, but it has interested me. I do think I'll watch it maybe at one point if it's on streaming somewhere. But yeah, hopefully for the Walker fans, they end it properly, because, you know, the CW just really has no respect for any of the shows. And so in the article, the Variety said, the move to cancel the show is not surprising, as it was one of the few remaining original series that predated Nexstar taking over CW. So it was in that Mark Pedowitz era before Nexstar, and the network's new owners have largely done away with original scripted series, as we all very well know, opting instead to focus on low-cost foreign imports and co-productions, as well as sports and unscripted series, as seen in the full schedule, guys. It's like Superman, Lois, The Librarians, and a bunch of shit. That's the best way to describe it. very un-CW like in the past. And so yeah, that is the report. But still, as Variety says, Walker was one of the most watched shows on the network, but sources say the cost of the show compared to other recent CW series made it too costly. Oh my god. So everything that costs over maybe $100 is too expensive. Did you read that?
I just don't get like how. Hold on. Can are you still in the chat? Because I'm like, at this point, like this has to be like a actor's budget thing or something. Like this must be like like Jared Padalecki or something like that must be maybe the reason.
What, because he was too expensive?
I think he was too expensive. Yeah, like like in other, because there's other actors on the show that came from other CW shows. I don't like this just doesn't make sense. Like how Walker can be more expensive than some of the other CW shows. Where I'm like, but it's not even special effects heavy. Like
Okay, I'm checking their ratings right now, and the ratings are all right, but they aren't insane. Like maybe they were better in the past. I'm checking the past seasons. Yeah, like season 3 did a lot better, probably averaging around 700,000 viewers. This season is kind of similar to Wildcard, so I understand that Wildcards being a Canadian import is cheaper and getting similar ratings, but that is season 4 of a show compared to a season 1, right? And as an import, so of course the import is going to be much cheaper to make because you're not producing it yourselves or with a partner. But yeah, Walker did well in the past. Like it used to get over 1 million viewers on some episodes back in like season 1, season 2. So it is a well-performing show for the CW. Yes, it's gone down in ratings, but
that happens to every show.
Shows go down in ratings, guys. Yeah. But like season 1 absolutely like killed it back in 2021. I'm just looking at it. Like the pilot got 2.4 million. That's really good for the CW nowadays. Like 2021 is only 3 years ago, right? And they got like 2 million, 1 million for most of the first season. It's a well-performing show. So it's not just like any random show. So yeah, it's a shame, but that is the situation. And let's see what Canada Graphs is saying. I mean, that doesn't help, but they are going to end all first-run scripted programming, so it was doomed either way. Yeah, I mean, they were going to do this at one point. I mean, we all knew it was going to come crumbling down. I mean, it's been obvious for a long time. But yeah, what do you think the situation with All Americans is going to be, Andy?
I think one of them has to be able to come back.
But one's going to go, surely.
Yeah. I mean, the other option is, because apparently, All American does really, really well on Netflix. If I was Netflix, I would try and like swoop it and try like just make it just take it for themselves, and like you can bring it to a big audience and so on.
Yeah, I mean, Netflix has a much bigger audience than the CW. That's for goddamn sure. If I was Netflix, I would do that, but we'll have to wait and see. It stinks that they cancelled Walker, says Julie, when the ratings were good. I mean, they're all right. I'm talking about live ratings. I'm not sure about streaming. I guess it did well on streaming. Do you think Max or Netflix will pick up Walker?
See, I don't know if it streams on Max or Netflix. Because I know it's Walker is also a CBS produced show. So I wonder if they have like first dibs on where the streaming rights go. Like I mean,
maybe.
Like maybe. But again, I haven't watched it, so I have no idea where it's streaming. To be honest.
Yeah. Canada Grass is pretty much echoing what I've been saying a minute ago, that the reality is it gets like 400,000 viewers an episode right now. Compare that to a random second run show, or a show like Wildcards that will get like similar numbers. The cost of that first run show versus buying a cheap show from another country, more likely than not, is just going to be more worth it for the CW. So clearly they just don't see the benefit in producing quality content that could potentially do well for the first like 2-3 seasons, like good numbers if it's actually attractive and people want to watch it. They prefer to buy the shittiest, cheapest projects that they can find. And I'm not shitting on the people that make those projects, but they're clearly valued less if the CW is buying them, right? So or the second run, right? Like, so they've aired in another country and they're like, okay, we want to bring this to America. The rights aren't very expensive, so let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, that's the CW talk, guys. As we go on, we'll move on to our next topic. We're going to talk more Superman Lois season 4. So if you guys have any questions or anything you want to bring up in regards to Superman Lois or the Arrowverse, please be sure to send in any super chats right now, and also keep commenting in the chat. Canograph says the CW demo used to be teens and 20-somethings. The current CW is focusing more on the 40-plus market. Yeah, we know. We've heard that for a while. You remember when they came out with the stat, the average age of the CW, and they weren't just looking at prime time when most of their big shows were on. They were looking at all day when all the reruns were on and everything, where people just turn on the TV and they were like, yeah, our audience is an old audience. Yeah, we're going to get loads of viewers. We're going to make loads of money and make the CW profitable. You remember that, Andy? Remember those times? I actually fucking hate that Nexstar took over. Like, it's the worst thing to ever happen.
I mean, the thing is, like, once James Gunn's DC universe was...
I know, we'll forget about all this.
Yeah, I mean, we were always going to lose. We were always going to lose this, the Arrowverse and everything, no matter what. So,
I know, it's just a shame because they did have something special for a long time, and yeah, this company just came and bazookaed it, I guess. Yeah, Cal agrees. Okay, let's talk about Superman Lois season 4. So it was announced that Superman Lois season 4 will be airing on Thursday nights on the CW at 8 p.m. Whatever the local time is.
8/7 Central on the CW.
Yeah, 8/7 Central on the CW. That's the normal. I always remember back to the Flash when the trailers would come on and be like, "The Flash,
Tuesday,
8/7
8/7
Central," or like
Dare to Defy.
Dare to Defy, yeah, or Crisis on Earth X. Airing on Supergirl, 8/7 Central. Something like that.
The epic five-part event starts this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Yeah, with the same voice always. Yeah, iconic. They should bring it back. Come on, next up.
I want to meet him. I want to genuinely meet him. Like,
yeah, he's got an iconic voice. But yeah, so Superman Lois season 4 is going to be moving to Thursdays. I think at this point there is no relevance as to the night that it airs. It was only relevant back in the day. I remember when the Flash moved to, what was it? Did it end on a Wednesday?
Yeah, it moved to a Wednesday. Yeah, because
it was Tuesdays always, right?
Yeah, but then Superman Lois had to go and take their spot.
Yeah, and so Superman Lois is on Tuesdays for a while, and yeah, but now it has no relevance because if you look at the CW's schedule of shit, I mean, it's the only interesting show on there. So, Andy, thoughts on Thursdays? I know you're not even going to watch it live, probably.
I'll probably be napping. But like, if it's a big episode for my buddy Wooly Parks, I will be watching. Otherwise, I'm kind of like, I can watch it the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you think it's a big deal? Like, I remember just when we used to freak out about this stuff, but yeah, it's just nothing to freak out.
You know what's so weird for me? I wasn't prepared for it to get moved because of WME, like because of wrestling. I'm like they literally lost their time.
WWE.
No, it's like a WME or something.
WME. I don't know what that is, but
I don't know either. It's
So that's more important than Superman and Lois.
Yeah, they're airing it for like 2 hours on Tuesday.
God. Primetime programming, guys, the best content out there.
It's so.
I mean, if you like wrestling, sure.
But like, what is wrestling doing on the CW of all places? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, I guess, they got a cheap deal out of it. Maybe WME was trying to find a home for it. CW was there. They were like,
yeah, CW is like, you want cheap? Oh, we got you.
We got you. Yeah. And they say, remember, Canada Graph says, remember that like 2-season stretch where they promote it as you can stream it the next day on instead of promoting the live airing.
Hey, well, how about we just get a Canada Graphs on up here?
Yeah, if you're available, Canada Graphs.
Come on, CG, join us. Come
on, CG, you're commenting so much. I'll send you the link, Canada Graphs, if you're listening. If you're available, come talk about the stuff with us. Okay. He says, I think the CW should just try to rage bait people and have Superman Lois every week at different times.
Okay, you know, if they did that, I would genuinely like. Okay, that's when I would tune in for Superman Lois season 4 if they air on a different day every week.
You're just there for the chaos, that's all.
oh yeah, listen, I don't care. I want to be chaotic when it comes to this final season, like, because I'm like, the stakes are gone now. Like
50 viewers on a Sunday night at 10 p.m. That's when
50 viewers.
Ross can join. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would be in for that, guys. I would be. Just so. I mean, I don't want Superman Lois to flop, but I want this CW regime to get fucking kick up the ass.
He wants them to get fucked.
You're funny.
I am very funny.
Yes, very funny. Okay, as we wait for Canada Graphs to join us, I'm sure he's got some stuff to say to the CW. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to all the members who are here, like Cal. Nathan is in the background somewhere. So yeah, thank you all for supporting the channel by being a member. I really appreciate you guys. And hopefully you guys have watched the recent videos. Hopefully you read Andy's articles. You got to stay up to date, guys.
Check out CG's set photos from like I saw, like he was Canada was he was buzzing like with having The Last of Us and other shows. So you know it's
yeah, he's busy. He's busy in Vancouver. I mean, there wasn't too much to do with Superman Lois.
I feel like they filmed inside so much this season.
They did. I mean, they were just clearly trying to save money, right?
Yes, like, we don't have to rent
Vancouver. I mean, we would see so many shoots in downtown Vancouver in the Arrowverse, but clearly this regime at the CW is like, that is fucking expensive. When it used to be nothing back in the day, you know. Welcome, Canada Graphs.
Yeah, the second that I turn away to look at the screen over here is when you bring me in.
How are you?
How are you? It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, I haven't even done a stream myself in like over a month, so it has been rare that I've been doing these.
You have good reasons for, so you know, but God bless that you're still with us and that
yeah, hopefully you're feeling good and everything.
Yeah. So in that aspect, I'd say like 97% back to normal.
Cool.
You know, there are some days where I'm still worn out easily by a couple of things, but pretty much the same as I was pre-heart attack now. So yeah. I have to watch what I eat. I have to exercise more. So, you know, there's some changes, but yeah.
And how's it been? Have you been going out much and going on shoots and stuff? And...
Yeah, I was just out
think about like we focus on it for 1 second. You're like, have you been going for 7?
No, but I'm not saying get a scoop here. I'm like,
Ben wants the scoops, okay? Ben's looking for those big scoops, okay? Yeah, I've actually the first month after everything happened, I was not doing much of anything, partly because, you know, I was not up to it, but also there wasn't really anything downtown. Then it started to pick up the second month. So like whenever I started doing the Superman and Lois sets, that episode 7 set was the first time where I really started feeling motivated to go do things. I mean, I went like, I know you guys have no idea where Cloverdale is, but to me, that's a almost 2-hour bus ride. So that's how motivated I was that day to go out and like find something good. And so at that point was the point where I started feeling good enough to go and start doing things on a regular basis. Like just yesterday, I was out for, I don't know, like 7 hours at the set for the Rocks movie.
Okay.
Last week, I don't think there was anything last week. If there was, I already forgot what it was.
Last week, The Last of Us, or was that the week before?
That was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, The Last of Us was 2 weeks ago. Let me look at my Patreon and see what the hell else I've done. So I'm actually not sure.
You got a few days with Superman Lois. I remember looking at your blog.
Yeah, I did 1 day for each of episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah.
So I made it to one set for each of them.
Okay.
Yeah, some Last of Us stuff. What else? Superman and Lois, obviously. And then the last thing before that really was Tron. They were doing the new Tron movie here with Jared Leto.
Okay. Oh, damn.
And those have probably been the 3 things that have taken up most of my like time since I've come back.
Yeah. So, you know, when you were for Superman Lois specifically, was that like, you know, dotted around? There was only one downtown shoot the whole season.
There was one downtown set all season, and it was with Lois and whoever the other girl is, Yvonne Chapman.
Oh, the new villain. Okay.
Yeah. That was it, and they were literally there for 4 hours.
That's it.
In filming terms, for those like that are just watching and don't really know much of this stuff, in filming terms, that's the equivalent of like going to work, getting into like your like uniform, and having your boss go, "Okay, we're done for the day." Like, like they don't film 4-hour days.
4 hours.
That's so strange. Like I'm not like
it is.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on no Tyler on the street with his Superman costume? What's your thoughts?
Budget. I'm not even joking. I think it's budget. Like the crew member. I mean, we will obviously. If you've seen, are you still on my Patreon?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you haven't, you've probably seen them somewhere. Like,
no, I've seen it.
He is in suit at least in episode 10, but I'm sure he is before that. I saw a lot of people online complaining because they weren't seeing him in suit in any of the photos I took. And, you know, I have to remind people, like, you're seeing one scene of one episode.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that he didn't film 4 days out of the last 10 in the suit on the streets of Smallville. Like, just because I didn't catch him those days doesn't mean he wasn't out and about. You know? I expect him to be in, you know, a handful of episodes in the suit. Like, they're not so cash strapped that they're like, we can't have Superman ever in the suit, you know? Do I think there's going to be any exorbitant, wild, like CGI fights in the first like 6 episodes? Probably very few, if any. I think they'll save that up for the last 2 or 3 episodes against whoever happens to be the villain of the year, you know?
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Like, yeah, I was just thinking, okay, they're saving so much money. They're not having any downtown shoots. You know, wait, you can tell us actually, how much would like an average show in like one season, like let's say The Flash, how many downtown shoots would they do normally? Like a lot.
Well over a dozen. But I mean, The Flash also, you know, you're talking more like 16 plus episode seasons. This is a 10 episode season, so you got to prorate that down.
I guess
6 or 7.
6 or 7, yeah. So we only got one for 4 hours, but that would be like 6 or 7 full days, right?
Yeah, like 6 or 7 full day sets. Yeah.
So yeah, well, lots of it's going to be in studio on the Smallville set that they have got. How are you ever able to get any photos on that set, by the way?
At the Smallville set? The downtown set?
The Smallville set.
The downtown Smallville.
Smallville, yeah.
Yeah, that's where the episode 10 ones are from.
Oh, okay. Do you just go on the outside of the town?
Yeah. You know what? Give me a second. I'll show you on Google Maps what it looks like. Give me a minute.
You can pop out. In the meantime, shout yeah, shout out to Cal. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for being a member too. And guys, keep commenting in the chat, and we'll be sure to read out what you guys are saying. And also shout out to Nathan. He's been a member for 23 months. So big shout out to Nathan as always. So yeah, whilst Cannon Cross gets that up, yeah, I mean, how are we feeling, Andy, about season 4? I know you're not as hyped as me, but I just want it to come, you know.
I kind of
final season.
I kind of just wanted to come and be over with, you know, because I'm like I'm trying to.
You want to forget the CW.
I really want to move on from the CW. Yeah,
you just want the DCEU, right?
No, I want the people involved with Super Lois to be able to finally move on to better things after, you know, because again, I feel like they had been, I don't know, like it's just I felt like the people in Super Lois had such a bad luck with the time the show came on. Like
it came on during the pandemic and everything, and then the next Star takeover. So yeah, they haven't had an easy time for sure. So
okay, so I DM'd it to you on Twitter because I don't have like this and this connected to.
Okay, so I'll pop up on the screen. Okay.
Exposing all our DMs, shame.
Wait, I got the wrong screen up. Okay. So this is the set.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can see part of it from that angle, and you know, it like obviously when I'm standing there, I'm standing like much closer. Like you see where no, like yeah, straight down that laneway. You see where all those wooden like log things are.
Yeah.
Like that near the walkway. So I'd be standing on the left side of the driveway.
Okay. Let me go.
And yeah, like right there, right where your cursor is right now, that would be like where I'd be standing. Sometimes I was standing straight up at the fence, like right up at the fence. Right here. Like when I got those Superman shots, I was right up at the fence.
Okay.
Then some of the other ones, I had to stand way back where the logs are on the side of the walkway there because.
Wait, did you climb up? Wait, did you say you climbed up those fences?
No.
No, he
said I was right up at the fence.
Okay, sorry. It's like I take sometimes things like very. I'm like CG standing on fence, like getting photo. I'm like that's ambitious.
I wanna see the CCTV footage of you trying to get your photos.
If you click up the road one click, you can see down the road in the thing better. No, up the road. That's down. That's down the road.
Oh.
Up the road. Like right there should be good. There you go. You can see a little bit better down the road. Okay. So yeah, that was basically my view.
Smallville, yeah, like it says. Yeah. Okay. So you can see a fair bit from here.
Yeah. So those spots that I saw, you see at the very end of the street where there's that building that faces everything.
Yeah.
That's what they were standing in front of.
Okay. So
is that gone now, by the way? Have they taken those down?
No, because apparently someone else is taking over that lot. Now, I have no idea what show because Bitsy Tulloch kinda, I think, has misled people, but I don't know what show it is. Bitsy said a prominent show or prestigious show is taking over the lot, and I'm like, we don't have a prestigious show. I don't know who you think is taking it over.
Supergirl season 7.
Yeah.
But she did say someone has taken it over, and I was told that at the set by the security guard. They told me, they're like, I'm pretty sure someone's taking it over after we wrap. And I'm like, I hadn't heard that yet. But I don't know who it is.
They're gonna use all those like setups already.
They'll just like, you know, take down different signs and put up their own signs.
Yeah,
the structures will basically stay in place, and then they'll like change around the names of the businesses. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's what they used to do on like studio lots. You know, you would
Oh
always.
yeah.
What's it called? Like a facade? Yeah, like a facade. So the front, but then obviously they changed the inside sets and blah blah blah, and they changed the signs. Are they actual buildings or are they actual like?
They're just wooden cutouts.
Yeah, like so you can literally see on the side.
Actually, yeah, I can see on the back of that.
Yeah.
I just couldn't see on. Over it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
some of them have like something right immediately inside the door, so that you have the illusion when they like open the door to go in or whatever. Yeah. And I think the diner, wherever the diner is, which is way down like around the corner there, they have like more of a look. Yeah, you can't get any better. That's literally all you ever see is that little corner.
Right. So
like there's no driving up around the street and looking from the back or anything.
Okay.
It's just weird seeing like Vancouver like sunny and warm and stuff. I'm like, good lord, like this looks like a whole different. Because I'm just used to like rain or snow.
This is June 2023, so summer.
Yeah.
I remember that Smallville sign. Wasn't Sarah and Jordan sitting in front of it in one episode?
Who cares? Who cares?
That's the same sign. That's the same sign that they painted over. Again, you saw my photos on the thing with the steel painting.
Oh yeah, really?
That's the same sign they painted it over.
I lost my shit when I saw that.
I mean, that's clearly gonna be.
I don't know who you follow on Twitter, but there's a guy from Cloverdale. He actually like works for like their tourism industry or something like that. He posted photos from inside the fence, like he was allowed on the set. He's got a clear, unobstructed view of the new banner painting, whatever you call it, and you can clearly see Natalie is also in it. Like on mine, you can only see Steel, and you can imply that there's probably another person there because you can kind of see the edge of it, but you couldn't see her fully on it. But on his photo, you can see it clearly.
Can you send that to me on Twitter?
Yeah, give me a couple of minutes. He tweets a lot, so it's probably buried.
Okay. No, but it's cool. It's cool. This is I like that they have their own like little town set. It was always quite unique to them because you know the Flash and the other shows always had their key locations, but they never had a whole town, which obviously because they were set in cities. But yeah, it's nice to see. So while we find that, let's talk about our next topic. So this is not Superman Lois, but I want to get your thoughts on it. Let's talk Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow because we got a release date for the film and it's supposed to start shooting this fall. Apparently, there's no official start date, but it's supposed to come out June 26th, 2026. Andy, thoughts on that? Is that what you expected?
I mean, I didn't really have any expectation, but I do like the little number combos, like 10, like a 6, 26, 26.
It is a tongue twister. June 26, 2026.
I'm just curious where they're gonna film it. Like,
they're gonna film it. If they film it in the fall this year, that's gonna be quite in advance. That's even further than Superman.
But I just wonder where. They're gonna film it because I'm like,
well, I presume they're probably gonna film it. Actually, wait. If you read the comic, right? Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow.
I read. I mean, I've started reading it, but yeah, I know it's a space opera, basically.
But it's set in space pretty much most of the time. So
maybe Vancouver. Honestly, like not even joking.
Yeah, I mean,
you should have the DM now.
Okay, we'll pop it up. But yeah, maybe it could be Vancouver, it could be somewhere else. But I think, oh yeah, that's a really good photo. Wait, let's bring this up, then we'll get back to Supergirl. It's a really clear photo, actually. So you can clearly see Natalie.
Okay, CG, I have to ask: Did you ever see either of them walking around with the suits on, but with an S?
Nope. So, when I saw that, was the first I knew of that.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we'll see it in the final episode? Like
Yeah, I don't think they would make that and not pay it off on screen.
Yeah, surely.
Now it might literally be like in the ending credits, like they're showing everyone in the future what they're doing, and you get 9 seconds of it. But they will do it.
Yeah.
No, celebrating 25 years. I mean, they're doing a they're doing a flash forward episode, aren't they?
Well, they're at least showing us the future, because like the scene that I saw shot clearly is still in modern day because the boys haven't grown up. The mayor's still her age. Like no one was aged up. So the scenes I saw shot were still modern day.
Okay. So I think it's going to be like a little montage at the end of the episode. That's what I would presume. Teasing the future. You remember how Supergirl ended with like Nicole Maines and her like was it like
I have not watched a series finale since the night it aired.
Okay, but
you're the only one.
No, surely.
I actually watches it every morning to wake up.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Some people remember, Andy, okay?
Okay, it's fine.
No shame in remembering. Yeah. Okay, let's talk Supergirl then. So yeah, what do you think of the release date? Any thoughts on it, Candycross?
I was busy looking. I heard you say the date, but I didn't really process it. When is it?
2026. Is that when you would have?
So I would expect them to start filming late this year or by the middle of 2025. Because I mean, it takes a little while for the CGI work and all that, and the promo team to get involved. So I don't see them still filming in 2026 because you're 6 months out. You're 6 months out from the air date then. So sometime late 2024. I would say no later than like April of 2025.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you're kind of on track because the reports are saying like full time, so like maybe November could be a bet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a release date that, I mean, I didn't have too many thoughts, but we knew it was coming soon just based on all the castings and, Craig coming in as the director. So clearly it was at a good stage. So yeah, I'm excited that it's coming. There's got a release date. Is the summer after Superman. That makes sense to give it some, breathing room, Superman, and then have some other, TV projects in the meantime. So yeah, that's there's nothing much more to talk about. But let's talk about you, Andy, because you did a couple of articles this week.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
No, so talking about
in trouble apparently.
Talking about Jack Quaid and My Adventures with Superman. In your article, you asked them about them joining the live action for James Gunn's DC universe. So what was talk about that article, because
I spoke to Jack Quaid and Alice Lee and Ishmael Saeed, who play Clark, Lois, and Jimmy on My Adventures with Superman. And I've been CG knows I'm a huge boys fan, so like of course I was like, fuck, I'm gonna talk to Huey finally. But no, we talked about a lot of things actually, and because I wanted to kind of pick their mind on like what their thoughts are on DC media legacy and like what they would want to do outside of the show. They were like, they would love to play them in live action, but then like when we were talking about like who they would want to see come on from like either Superman media, Alice is a huge Smallville fan, so she's like she wants to see anyone from Smallville, and Rachel Brosnahan. And I didn't know this until the interview, but apparently Jack did a pilot with David like a while back. I don't know if the pilot got picked up or not and so on, but he's like, I want to work with David Cornsweet.
Be cool.
Although this is kind of just for me in CG, but like I did ask Jack, like, so like if you had to have this conversation with Anthony Starr now that you played Superman, who wins, Superman or Homelander? And he's And yeah, he's like, well, my Superman is still kind of like like fresh and like kind of like like still learning his powers, but like he kind of has to take down Homelander, otherwise we're all in trouble.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that Anthony Starr sees that interview and kind of goes like like how Anthony Starr goes like when he like.
Yeah,
when he does his glaring and so on. Listen, I'm just ready for Boys season 4 already. Like I'm done with waiting. This has been the longest hiatus ever. So I but it was fun. Yeah, the My Hero Superman season 2 it's a lot of fun. The first 2 episodes, and we'll be premiering in 2 days.
Yeah, looking forward.
Wow, it's coming soon, eh?
Yeah, that's sooner than I thought.
I don't know where it airs in Canada. I don't know. Do you guys have Adult Swim?
Even if we do, I couldn't tell you. Like, I haven't had a TV package in millennia. So
in England, it airs on Channel 4. It says for me. Don't know about season 2 for me.
It says on My Hero Superman aired on Cartoon Network and Adult Swim in Canada and on Cartoon Network and HBO Max in Latin America. So yeah, I guess you guys have it in. I guess you have Adult Swim in Canada. It airs at a weird time though. It airs like at midnight.
Yeah.
Prime time television.
UK is Channel 4 for those of you guys like Nathan watching. We can watch.
The thing is, when it says it's airing at midnight, if that's midnight Eastern, that's still like 9 p.m. on the West Coast, because they don't like it's not a channel that has time zones.
Mm-hmm.
They just have one airing schedule, So
interesting. But yeah, no, looking forward to that. I'm actually going to catch up with The Boys. I've only watched the first episode, but I plan to watch it before.
The first episode, what season?
Season 1. I've barely watched.
And then you gotta watch Gen V.
Yeah,
I still haven't watched Gen V. I keep being like, I gotta watch that before the series comes back, and it's like a couple weeks out, and I still haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's based on the trailer for Boys season 4, there's definitely like plot points from Gen V carrying over. So,
yeah, because I watched reactions people had to the trailer, and people were like, "Oh, that's so and so from Gen V." I'm like, "Oh, great! I have to watch this. Like, I can't just ignore it."
It's actually really good.
No, I'm not saying it isn't. It's just time that I don't really want to. Like, I don't want to invest into a show that probably is only going to have like one season.
It got renewed.
Did it? Oh, okay. Didn't the lead of the show die?
No, that was well, I mean, it's an ensemble. It was one of them. Yeah, it was the guy who played Ambrose on Sabrina, sadly.
That's crazy. I saw that when that happened. Super sad. Yeah. Anyway, shall we talk more? We've got one final topic just to do with the Supergirl casting and My Adventures with Superman to keep it on topic before the end. So it's, how do you say her name? Kiana Madeira?
That sounds about right.
Kiana Madeira. I know her from Fear Street. She was actually really good in Fear Street.
I know her from The Flash.
And she was in The Flash, yes. I remember that. Wasn't it a scene with Nora?
Yeah, she played the spinster or whatever. The girl with the girl with the better human, the girl with the better human like phone or whatever cicada is like.
Yeah. Wait.
Like she could do like basically like, she could make like any headline come to fruition.
Yeah. She talked with Nora.
That's Spencer Young. Yes.
Spencer. No way. Is that her? Yeah. This is the episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look here. What was she even doing? She's playing with what? Wait. I don't even remember.
You're trying to understand a Todd Helbing season. Like, move on, man.
Okay. Wait, what season was this?
This was season 5. She was the one. Remember, right when they had
2018.
remember when they had all these like meta tech that the, the dagger.
God.
She had the phone, so she can make any headlines.
I remember now. Oh my god!
How the fuck do I still remember this shit?
It's traumatic.
You remember all the Flash stuff. Ben remembers all the Supergirl stuff.
Exactly, guys.
If it was a pointless Supergirl episode, Ben would tell you what happened.
Yeah, I can tell you everything that happened with Asian Liberty and Rain, but yeah, you can tell me.
Who the fuck? Wait, who the fuck was Asian Liberty? Wait, who the fuck was Asian Liberty again?
Huh?
Who was Agent Liberty again?
He was paid by the guy from Star Wars. Who was Agent Liberty? Are you lying or what?
No, I don't remember.
Sam Witwer.
Was it Sam Witwer? Oh, wow.
Yeah. How do you not remember this? Did you not watch
show?
Because
no.
See, if you had said Ben Lockwood, I would have been like, oh, I remember that. But Agent Liberty, yeah, I don't know that name.
Yeah, no, I mean, this
is like in the whole of season 4.
I watched I watched the whole series, but the thing is, Ben, the show got really shitty. So like, I didn't bother like.
No, it was terrible.
To be fair, Andy, it got really shitty from the pilot episode. No, it's not like it was just.
You're a hater.
I love season 1. I like season 2. I half like season 3, but after that, I was
good with Rain. She's the best villain.
Well, they didn't actually. That's the thing. Like, she's a world killer. She didn't actually kill Supergirl. Like, I was like,
Supergirl.
But did she kill a world?
She did not.
Then false advertising.
Yeah. No,
you might have a case for suing them.
Yeah. I think I was super in this show because of season 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, it got worse. Season 4 was shit, but I do feel like it got a bit better. But then sometimes Melissa wasn't there. She was in a Power Ranger suit while she was on Broadway, and then there's bad moments in the show.
There's only 2 things I like about season 4. I like Nicole Maines as Dreamer.
Oh yeah, of course.
And John Cryer as Lex.
There was stuff in the show that kept you attached to it. It was the characters. Yeah. The stories weren't great.
The problem was that by the time I got to season 5, I was forcing myself to watch it because I'm like, well, they're doing Crisis. I had to keep up, and so by the time we got to season 6, I'm kind of like, oh my god, the final season is gonna be 20 episodes, and it was like the longest final season of all time. I was like, this is just bullshit. So,
I mean, it wasn't the greatest final season, but it was still good enough. Anyway,
what they had classic lines like what was that one that Alex had in the finale? Something about consent. I can't remember what it was, and I just when I heard it at the set, I was just like, oh my god.
Oh, you were right there when they did it.
Yeah. So were 20 other fans. So were 20 other fans who were Supergirl fans, and even they were like, oh my god.
That's funny. But anyway, guys, I think that about does it. All the roasting of Supergirl. I've had enough. Gotta go to sleep, guys. All right. Thanks, Andy.
We're excited for the Supergirl movie. We're excited for the Supergirl movie.
At least. Yeah. No, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is going to be good, guys. Supergirl fans. But yeah, Canada Girl's just a hater.
Did you ever watch the whatever the hell it was on the bus that she did? Melissa?
Oh yeah, the girl on the
bus. No, not yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some fan you are.
Well, yeah, what a fake fan.
No, I gotta watch it.
Oh my god.
Get it. Okay, in my defense, I don't know where to watch it in the UK. It's on HBO Max.
Oh yeah,
shame.
True. We don't have HBO.
Shame.
So
that stopped you from getting on a plane, flying to the US, getting into a hotel, and just ordering Max for the night.
Yeah.
Some fan. Wait till Melissa hears this.
Yeah, Andy hasn't been to New York to watch Grant. What up?
Oh my god, you guys are fakest fans ever.
You think Broadway tickets are like cheap? Like,
it's not even a main Broadway show.
It's not off Broadway. It's on Broadway. But yeah.
I don't know. I thought I saw like tickets for being like
It's not Hamilton.
No, it is expensive.
Nothing is Hamilton.
I think it's like $50, something like that. Anyway, no, I would totally go to that, but yeah, it's far away, guys. It's far away. Okay, that pretty much does it. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream, and as always, go check out Andy's channels, Showrunner Whisperer, his Twitter, Screen Rant and stuff, and then Canada Graphs. Go check out his blog and his Twitter. Links will be in the description below to both of their places. But for now, thank you for watching, and go check out all our stuff. I posted a video yesterday. Should have some new videos, some different content on my channel now that it's been renamed. Wow. That's why I got to catch up with the boys. It would be fun to talk about it because I really am interested in a lot of other stuff. But yeah, there's, I guess, the Acolyte I'm excited for. I hoping.
Oh yeah, that is coming up soon.
Yeah. So if you guys have any shows or films you're interested in me covering, I can do that now. So yeah.
Yeah, Ben changed the name of his channel, so like he's like one step ahead of the CW right now.
Yeah. Well, is the CW going to be renamed? Question mark. Don't know.
Ben's channel.
Shit. Yeah.
Brad's the
SW the shit work. I don't know. No. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We'll catch you guys later. Be back next Thursday for another live stream. See you later. Bye bye.